All right, we are here at the 2024 Michigan Open. This is, of course, Coach Brian. We have with us somebody special this year. And a special shout out to everybody that participates in this tournament. Special shout out to our Michigan Chess Association president for putting on this event. But it's happened. The tournament is over. We are now speaking to the champion of the tournament. Mr. Seth Homa wins it for the third time. Seth, when was the last time you won the Michigan Open, actually?
I believe it was 2014. I won it back-to-back years. 2013 was the first time, and 2014 second time. Yeah.
Good. And so now this is basically 10 years later.
Correct.
First, how does it feel to be, again, a Michigan Open champion?
Very good.
10 years later, right?
Very good. I noticed on the trophy that we have had a lot of repeat champions, but not too many people who come back after like a long break and win it again. So that feels pretty good.
All right. Can you kind of take us through some key moments, pivotal or key moments in games or a pivotal game in this tournament where it kind of swung things to the positive for you?
Things swung a little too much in the first round where I thought I was like clearly better and on my way to a win, and then my opponent just would not quit, and I had to win that game like about 10 times. So that was key. Probably the entire tournament came down to this morning's round against Jesse Wren, because I had black and he's actually even higher rated FIDE than I am. So I knew that this was going to be a really, really, really difficult game. So I threw everything I had in that game, and I was very lucky he fell into some nasty opening preparation.
All right. And so would you, outside of Jesse Wren, who would you say was your toughest opponent this weekend?
Toughest. Let's see who else put up some tough fights. Going through it in my head here. Round 3 was tough. Who did I play in round 3? All my evening games that was the thing about this tournament. All the evening games went really long, so I had like about 5 hours of sleep each night. So yeah, can't remember the name off the top of my head, unfortunately.
And how did you prepare for the Michigan Open, especially seeing that it's been a while since you won this event? What did you do as far as preparation for this year's event?
Well, it's interesting. This year actually hasn't been a very good year for me, so I actually took around 3-4 months off to work on my chess a little bit, learn some new openings, think about what was going wrong in the first part of the year. And yeah, playing was actually almost like a last-minute decision. I only really kind of confirmed it like on Tuesday, actually. And but I felt like once I commit, I really, really have to commit and try to go all out in each game. So it paid off.
Cool.
I think attitude was like a huge bit of it.
Cool.
Stay calm throughout.
Do you have any tips of handling pressure? Because like to be a champion, you have to win some key games in some pretty adverse situations. Any tips for us when those pressure situations come up?
Yeah, so I was kind of wondering about that because I felt like I should actually be really, really nervous before my game against Jesse Wren, and it just never really happened. I don't know whether that's because I had won it twice before already, so I felt like pressure's already off. But yeah, I was just very calm throughout the entire game. Kind of hard to explain why. I think experience goes a long ways. Once you've been in similar situations, you're like, okay, this is like how it's done. You just go about your business, and if you play good moves, hopefully it takes care of itself. Never a guarantee, but helps.
Okay. And was there any moment in this tournament where you had to kind of adapt or change your strategy based off of what was currently happening in a game?
Let me think about that. Again, I keep thinking about my first round game, about having to win that like about 5 times, but that one's staying with me, and it's kind of like blurring out all the other ones, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. What is your future goals after this? I know you are currently in search for the International Master title.
Correct.
Can you tell us about what your future plans is to acquire that?
So for that one, I just need the rating at this point. I actually have 4 International Master norms already. So I need 2,400 FIDE, but I'm currently like 200 points away from that, although this tournament certainly helped a little bit on that way. So gonna keep trying to play some of these 9-round out-of-state tournaments. Maybe pick up a GM Norm if I'm lucky. That almost happened at US Masters last November, so I'll play that tournament again almost for sure and see what happens.
All right, so you're a chess coach, and so am I, and so I would be wrong if I didn't ask these questions for aspiring chess players coming up. What would you suggest as far as books or doing? What would you suggest for them to attain their rating gain in their future?
Sure. Like, you can always point to things like there's a lot of good chess websites, a lot of free instructional material online if you know where to look. Chessable is really big, if I haven't mentioned that already. But always comes sort of down to the basics. Like, you always try to play somebody a little bit stronger than yourself. Try not to back down against them, and you don't go anywhere in chess without loving the game. And if without that, you're not going to get anywhere very far. So those two key ones: play people who are stronger than yourself, for sure. Yeah, you can play bullet games online, but try to throw in some rapid games, and no matter if they're bullet or not, try to review those games afterwards.
All right. And what are your celebration plans? Celebrating being the best player in Michigan based off of facts this year,
Well,
2020. Well, that's based off of my facts. Michigan Open champion. What are you doing to celebrate this moment?
This isn't going to sound very exciting, but the plan right now is to go home in one piece and sleep for 12 hours because I got 5-6 hours of sleep each day here. So, yeah.
Got it.
Then I'll think of something.
And looking back on your journey to winning this tournament, who would you, or actually not only winning the tournament, but being in your position, who's been the most supportive or influential in your journey leading up to where you are now?
100% my family and friends. Wouldn't be anywhere here without them. Yeah. It's a good support system.
All right. So that is it. We would like to congratulate you,
Thank you.
Seth Homa, on your victory here. And again, congratulations to 2024 Michigan Open champion.
3-time champion. Thank you for having me.